Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to One Concussed Broad Healing. If you're new here, my name is Pam, and on this channel, we're going to talk about healing, mental health, and everything that comes with recovering from concussion or brain injury. Today, we're going to delve into an important topic: the early symptoms versus the long-term impacts. Whether you have experienced a concussion, traumatic brain injury, or supporting somebody who has, understanding the difference between short-term and long-term impact is critical. So grab a cup of coffee or a tea and let's break it down. So again, concussion and brain injury is very unique to the person. It's unique depending on where their injury is. So they always say like no two concussions or brain injuries are the same. But there are a list of symptoms that are most common that people commonly experience. So we're going to start talking about the early signs. Number one is headache and dizziness. That's really your first red flag. It might feel like pressure in your head or throbbing. I used to try to describe it as I would feel like my head was swelling. Like I would be like, feel like it was getting huge, right? Just that swelling, that pressure. Number two is nausea or vomiting, especially in the first few hours after the injury. Number three, confusion and brain fog, feeling disoriented, forgetful, or struggling to focus. Sensitivity to light and sound. Bright lights and loud noises suddenly feel overwhelming to you. For me, I also experienced issues with smell. Smells were very triggering for me and would cause me to increase my head pain or not. Mood swings and irritability. Some people just feel unusually emotional, anxious, or even aggressive. It definitely can relate to anxious and aggressive. I actually started having panic attacks right after the second injury, and my aggression level was off the chart. Sleep disturbances, trouble falling asleep, staying asleep, or feeling over drowsy. Coordination and balance issues, so feeling off balance, being clumsy, that's a sign that your brain is still struggling to process movement. The tricky part is sometimes these symptoms might seem mild at first, but they can get worse over time. That's why it's so important to seek medical attention right away if you suspect that you have a concussion or a brain injury. For some of us, concussion and brain injury symptoms go away after a few weeks, but for others, especially those of us with repeat injuries, symptoms can last for months or even years. So here are some of the long-term effects to be aware of. Number one, chronic headaches and migraines, so lingering pain that affects daily life. Number two, cognitive issues, trouble with memory, concentration, and processing information. Number three, emotional and mental health struggles, anxiety, depression, panic attacks, mood swings. They can become a long-term challenge. Fatigue and low energy, even simple tasks can feel exhausting. Sensory sensitivities, so developing sensitivity to light, noise, and certain smells. Sleep disorders, insomnia, excessive sleeping, or restless sleeping. And number seven, increased risk of neurodegenerative diseases. So research suggests that repeated head injuries may increase the risk to certain conditions like dementia, Parkinson later in life. Okay, so mindfulness and stress management have been super important in my recovery. Some people enjoy yoga, meditation, deep breathing. All these things support your brain in its healing. It also helps to regulate your nervous system and the vagus nerve. So I know for me, meditation was very difficult in the beginning, but I committed that I was going to do it every day for a month. And I started with 5-minute meditations, and I could not do the whole 5 minutes. I mean, some days I would get like a minute and a half in, and I would be like, shut this off, right? I just can't do this. But the next day I would go back and I would try again. There's tons on YouTube that you can use for free, so there's lots to choose from. Some people's voices you'll like better than others. Like there's so many different options out there for free that you can try. Another helpful tip that I used in the beginning for meditation is putting on a sleep meditation just before I would go to bed. When you're sleeping, your brain is still connected to that meditation. You're still getting the benefits from it. So that was another way in which I was able to help increase my ability to meditate. Today it's part of my daily routine, and I do it twice a day. And I love it, and it really has helped me with the pain and pressure in my head, but it has also really helped me with the emotional challenges that have come since the brain injury. And lastly, community supports. So connecting with others who can understand what you're going through in a community right here, like I'm trying to create here on YouTube for us all. There's lots of online service like groups that you can join through Facebook and other social media apps that you can connect with other people that know and share similar experiences with you. You can also do a quick Google search of groups and support that are in your local community. I know that in my community we have a acquired brain injury group that meets once a month, and when I get there I always feel great for going, so it's just another avenue, but that connection is so deeply important, right? Being with other people that understand, where you don't have to explain things to them. I love when I get together with the brain injury support group and we go and do things, and I don't have to feel self-conscious about my quirks or the weird things that I now do since my brain injury, or like if I stumble on my words, or if I have like an impulse moment and I speak out loud, say something before my brain, because my brain doesn't catch that filter all the time of probably not appropriate to say right now. But I can do so with other people that understand that, and they just kind of laugh, right? Because they get it, they understand it, they're not offended. And so I get to be in social settings without feeling so self-conscious. One thing we can all agree on is that concussion and brain injury is unpredictable, but healing is possible. Whether your symptoms are new or if you've had them for a long time, your experience is valid and your journey matters. If this video resonated with you, please let me know in the comments. I also like to ask one question, and so my question for this video today is, what is one thing that has helped you in your healing journey? I'd like to build a community of support. I'd love to have I would love to have your feedback and you share your experience of what has helped you in your healing journey, because our journeys are all different, and what works for me may not necessarily work for somebody else. So your comment could be the thing that helps somebody find the missing piece to their healing. And lastly, if you found this helpful, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share it with somebody else who may need it. I want you to remember, you are not alone, and I will see you in the next video. Have a very blessed day.